beautiful soul, and welcome to another episode of Align Your Energy with Joy and Abundance. Today we're going to talk about moon magic and how it has changed my life, transformed from anxiety, depression, postnatal depression, through to now living the life and creating the life that I desire. So today we are the last new moon of the year of 2023. It's the Sagittarius new moon, which is literally the moon to draw back your bow and arrow and shoot for your dreams. So in 2020, I literally hit rock bottom. My children were young, 4 very close together, and postnatal depression, anxiety, panic attacks, I can still it tears me up each time I think about it. I wasn't the mother I wanted to be. The day-to-day monotony, you'd wake up with the children, you'd just go through the rote routine of what you could provide, and then you'd hit the pillow at the end of the day. And I was so stuck mentally. I was just mentally fatigued. All I could see was lack everywhere. I had no self-confidence, there's no self-esteem. I would try different things to be able to try and get ahead, but I was always coming up against brick walls, and I could never really understand why. Life was struggle. One word is just struggle. And I didn't know how I was going to manage, but when I hit rock bottom, in that moment I was like, okay, enough is enough. I know there is something more, and I know that I can do better. I know I can feel better. I didn't know how. But as the universe would have it, when you ever had that little inkling of a desire, the universe showed me moon magic. Moon kept coming up in my feed. It kept coming up everywhere. And I was like, well, actually, maybe. And there was just something that appealed to me. Something that kind of called to me, to my soul, shall you say it. And I didn't know how, but I thought, okay, the full moon, once every 29 days. The full moon, I can dedicate an hour to myself once a month to check in with me. Self-care once a month. At the time I was like, hardly any self-care, or any self-love. And I was like, actually, I'll put myself first just one time a month. And so that's how it began. And I started with the full moon, just checking in. The full moon is beautiful for illuminating all the areas of your life that you're wanting to work on, that is not fulfilling you or your soul purpose. It illuminates things that you don't want to look at, don't want to see, don't want to feel. But that is the exact beauty that the full moon gives you for your healing. It shows you where you could be out of alignment. It shows you what your soul truly desires, but you're not allowing it or feeling it. And so the full moon brings to light that which is and isn't working. It can bring to light anything about relationships. It can bring to light any sort of past trauma or emotions that have not been felt, that have not been let go, have not been able to process. It also shows you what you really do want as well. We always need that basis for comparison of what we truly desire. And we need to know the light. We need to know the darkness, the shadows, in order to be able to see the light and the joy. We need both, because you never, ever lose with anything. You can learn and grow from absolutely every experience. Even if we think of it as a negative experience, you can always learn from it. And there will be little gems within every single experience that once you've gone through it, you'll be able to learn and acknowledge them. So, yes, so today's podcast, we're going to talk a little bit about how moon magic has literally changed my life. And I'm also going to chat about 2 action steps about what you can do today to start taking you towards a life that you truly desire. So for me, Moon Magic now is a must. It is there are 8 phases throughout every single moon cycle, which is around 28 days. You have your new moon, and then you have the waxing phases, which then comes to the full moon, the waning phases, and then the dark moon just before. 8 in total, because there's in the waxing phase and the waning as well. So I won't get into the phases on this podcast today, but there are 8, and I schedule in time every single month when it comes up to check in with myself, with my growth and what I'm working on. And it's been the most incredible tool for me to be able to move forward and really step in to my purpose as a healer, and then next year as I do my business course, to know where I am stuck, to know what limiting beliefs I'm holding. It's revealed things like my inner childhood trauma, any inner child healing. It has revealed any of my shadows and emotions and things that I have not wanted to look at. But it has also revealed my gifts of healing, my intuition. It's also revealed my inner knowing. And then a lot of the other gifts that I have and the energies that I feel around other people and that kind of inner knowing what is serving me and the intentions of others. All of these have heightened through following the moon cycles. So if this is something for you and something you want to hone in on, then keep on listening. It's absolutely incredible. Something I have 2020. So 3 years. Good 3 years. So as I was saying before, so the full moon brings to light, and then the new moon, like today, is when you start setting your intentions for the month ahead. And you can check in with yourself whether what you have been desiring or what you have been working towards is actually still for you. So being able to set the intentions for what you want for the month ahead, you have a look at the areas of your life that you're wanting to work on. For example, the areas of my life, and my one word for next year is always connection. So building relationships with the people that I love and surrounding myself with positive people that will uplift me and have the same vision. So connection is my biggest one next year. And that's the big thing about why I really desire and love holding women's circles and holding space, is to facilitate that connection with all of our unique gifts and bringing it out. So the new moon. So 2 things that you can do today to harness the energy of the Sagittarius new moon is 1, you're going to review the year gone by in 2 parts. So in A, write down how much you have grown, every single little one, whether you have spoken up to someone, whether you have put a boundary in place, whether you have enrolled for a course, whether you have talked to someone, all these little wins, something you're proud of for you. Whether you've quit a job, whether you've started a job, whether you've stopped a habit or changed something around, celebrate all these little wins and make that list. All your wins. And another one too, write down even a list of where, say, self-doubt or fear stopped you from pursuing what you really wanted to do this year. Write it down as well. Not being hard on yourself, not any regrets, because everything happens in right divine timing. So you can let go of that right now. You don't need to bash yourself up if there are opportunities that you didn't take. That's the beauty of the moon cycles, because you can notice and you say, okay, I didn't then, but everything does. I reassure you, everything does happen in divine right timing. So write it down. or the areas that, fear didn't allow yourself to fully move forward, or it didn't allow you to do something. Bringing this to your awareness means that every time you go through the cycle, you can see whether it's a limiting belief. You can see whether it's a habit. You can start to understand yourself that little bit more so that you can push through that fear and move into that fear and do it anyway. Which then takes me to the second step today. Your second task is to, based on the above, write out your intentions for next year. I've already spoken quickly about my intentions for next year is more connection. So, and doing something slight out of my comfort zone each day. Just do something that will take you step towards. Do something is in the book that or the audiobook I'm listening to at the moment, called Be Seen by Jen Gottlieb, I think it is. And her Audible is absolutely incredible. I love Audible books. I make a point of it when I'm driving to school run and the kids are not in the car, I will listen to my Audible. Personal development ones are my main go-to. And it's just really powerful, really getting to know yourself on an intimate level. You then start to know your triggers, and then you start to take ownership for your reactions, and then you're able to know that it's a reaction. You're like, oh, I felt that. But the beauty of feeling that, you'll be like, okay. Then you know what does not serve you. Then you know where you need to change course. Then you know what you need to let go of. And once you start taking ownership and responsibility for your own and that ownership, then you can start to heal it. Then you're not looking outside for other people. Oh, you need to do this for me. You need to show me this. You need to validate me. You start validating yourself. You start feeling your own worthiness. You start creating the life that you truly desire, because you start taking ownership of your own feelings, your own reactions, your own well-being. It's not anyone else's responsibility to look after you. It is yours to speak up and to validate you, to know your own worth. And so they're your two tasks for today on the Sagittarius new moon. It is so incredible. So keep an eye out for this next year as I do my business course. I think I'm going to share more and more about how to actually use it, because honestly, you can improve your self-esteem, you can improve your self-confidence, you can improve your own self-worth, you can improve it, and you can let go of all the niggles that are not serving you, so you can fully step into what it is you truly desire. The relationships you really want, the job that you really want, the business you really want, the life you desire, where you want to live. Write it all down. What areas of your life right now need your attention? And then choose just one little action step that you can do towards that. Even if it's just writing it down, even if it's talking to someone trusted, even if it is finding relationships that support you and that will cheer you on, because that's what you deserve. You deserve relationships with people who will cheer you on, who will see your dreams and your visions. Yes, not ones that will project any of their stuff onto them. That was this biggest lesson probably that I learnt this year. And so for me, it's not taking things personally, is because a lot of people, the way they react in that moment, it's nothing to do with me. It's how they're feeling inside and what they're struggling with inside. I can just notice how it kind of may trigger me, and then manage that and deal with that and heal that myself. So I hope that all makes sense. I hope that is helpful. You truly can live the life that you desire. You can use Moon Magic and check in with yourself. The journal prompts are fantastic. I love Kirsty Gallagher's Lunar Living. And you can, the journal, I always sit outside the school and journal before I pick up my children. I make a point of it to have me time, to check in with me each and every day, to see where I'm at. And it's improved my self-worth, knowing that actually I can achieve this, I am worthy of this. Look at yourself in the mirror and write it out. Write that affirmation out that you are worthy. Whatever it is you want to work on this new moon cycle, make it into an affirmation and feel it as if it's already happened. Even script it out. Script it in a way that it's already happened and you feel how it would feel once it's achieved. You are worth it. I hope that was helpful, and I'll see you all again soon. Mwah. Thank you for listening.